everyone, I'm Dr. Sonali and I welcome you all to CSE Core Concepts in the series of Data Science with Python. So far we have studied about the Matplotlib library and the various types of charts with which we can create using that library. Now there is another library, that is the Seaborn library, that also helps for data visualization. So basically it is on the top of Matplotlib and it focuses on majorly statistical data visualization. So it has inbuilt some level functions, some themes, some automatic handling of data sets, and it also has some inbuilt data sets that I will show you how we can create some interesting chart and visualize some statistics using the inbuilt data set which the library has. Okay, so it is basically when you talk about the statistical analysis, so it will help you to explore the trends, the relationships, the distribution among the data. Now there are various categories of plots in Seaborn library. We will try to cover all these plots. So first of all, there is a relational plot. So you need to know when which type of plot will be used. So relational plots will show the relation between two variables. So basically it is like a line plot or a scatter plot. Then you have categorical plots when they have categorical variables. A category means, let's say you have two categories, cats and dogs, and based on that you are showing. Let's say you have two categories, either the person is a smoker or a non-smoker, right? That is called as a categorical data. So you have box plots, violin plot, bar plots. Then we have the distribution plots, which will show you the trends and the distribution like normal and all. So it is a histogram or a KDE plot. Then we have regression plots, which will show you linear regression. Then you have regressions, like you can show the relationships and all. You have the matrix plots, so which will show the data in the form of a matrix, and you have multiple grid plots that I will show you how it does work. Facet grid, where you in the same plot you can have small different plots, multiple data to be shown. So let's get started with the Seaborn library. And first of all, since it is on the top of the other libraries, so you require some libraries as a prerequisite if you want to install this. So these are the basic requirements: that you should have a NumPy, you should have a SciPy, you should have a pandas library, and you should have a matplotlib library, and this library works with Python more than 3.6 versions. So let us see the first plot, that is we can show that how to show the relationships between two continuous variables. So that is, let's say, visualizing time or trend over time. So let's say, for example, I will show you one data set which is an inbuilt data set, that is fMRI data set. So you have to first import Seaborn library and matplotlib. Okay, and we are going to use this function because this fMRI data set is inbuilt in Seaborn library. We are going to load this data set and assign it to some data frame, right? And then using this alias of the Seaborn library, we are going to call the line plot, where when you create any line plot, you have to give the x-axis and the y-axis, right? So what are the features we will see, and based on that I will show you the plot, right? So let us move ahead to our Google Colab, where first of all let us import all the libraries which we may require. So we require pandas, NumPy, Seaborn, and then I am calling the matplotlib. So here is my data set. So load data set. Let us first see the data set. Okay, so I am writing fMRI.head, which helps us to see the data set. So you can see this is a data set of fMRI, that is a scanning. Okay, so these are the some values like subject, time point, event, then you have region, then the signal. So like scanning of your brain, right? So that way. So these are the region, which region you are scanning, skull. So let us see. Okay, so this is your data set. Now, if you require to create a line plot out of it, so let us create. So what we have to call is the line plot function. So I have SNS dot, I will call the function line plot. So now I have to give the x-axis. So here I want to draw the line plot of time point versus your signal. Okay, signal value. these two, you can see the numerical values, right? Time point versus the signal. So I will, so you have to write down here, you have to give the arguments, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the hue, that is the region, and you have to give the data. These are the four arguments. So x is equals to, you will say the time point, okay? Then you have the y is equals to, let's say it is your signal, okay? Then you have to have the hue, that is equals to your region, right? And you have to give the data. So where is your data? Data is in fMRI, right? So this is what you have to show. And of course you have to show plt.show. So now you know how does the matplotlib is also required. Otherwise you will not be able to depict it. So let us see, this is how, because of this hue, this colored region, we have made this hue is equals to region. So we want to see the region colored. So there are two categories, parietal and frontal. So frontal is with the orange lines and the parietal is this line. Okay, so you can see the relationship between them. Then we have the scatter plots. So scatter plots will show the relationship again same way like line, but in a different way between the two numerical variables. So let us do one thing. We have another data set here, tips data set. So first let us see the data set. Let us understand. So same way I am loading here. You can even use your own data set. Okay, you can import from pandas that CSV file, and you can do all these activities on your own data set also. So simply what you have to do is that you have to load your file that we have discussed in pandas. You have to load your file in Google Colab, mount your Google Colab, and you have to import the data using PD pandas library, right? Okay, so tips.head. So there is a data set tips. Okay, so that is the that account for the tips what the that has been received. Okay, so total bill is 16.99. I assume it is a dollar. So tip is $1.10. The guest was a female. She was not a smoker, and she arrived on Sunday for dinner. Understood? So this way, and size means two people arrived. This is how the data set looks like. The next person guest who came, his bill was $10. So he gave a tip this. He was a male. He was not a drinker. He arrived on Sunday, and he also came for dinner with a family size of 3. So say let's say I want to have a relationship. I want to view a relationship between the total bill and the tips the people spend. So just to see, just to have a look that how do they look, how does it, what is the trend of the tips with respect to the total bill. So this is how it is being shown, and the days, right? I am plotting it by day. U is your day, right? So here your hue was the region. So you were doing it based on the region. You wanted to see the time point and the signal. Here you want to visualize based on the days. So the blue is for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So majorly guests arrive in on these 4 days. Then you can have the regression plots. Okay, so if you want to do some regression analysis on this type of continuous data, so for that you are going to use the function lmplot, okay, on the facet grid. Now what is a facet grid? It is a class which helps in visualizing the distribution of one variable, and it will also show the relationship between the multiple variables. Okay. Okay, so separately within the subsets of the data using multiple panels. Now see, I can use this. I have just kept it because we have already loaded the data set tips, but this is just for your information how you can even read from the pandas library. Okay, so now let us create a regression analysis line. So to create the regression analysis line, what we can do is that first of all, this is, you can load the data set. It is already loaded, so it's okay. Now I am calling the function lmplot. So I have my x is the total bill, y is the day tip, and data df. I don't want to do it on basis of any Thursday, Friday, or any day. So let us see. So this is just a very relationship between the total bill and the tips. This was a relationship on these two, but day wise, categorical day wise, right? Here it is simply the scatter plot which shows the relationship. Now here you may have another type of customization, that you may not want to see this line. Okay, you may want to see that how good the line fits, but if you do not want to set the line, so in that case you can simply write fit regression is equals to false. Okay, so it will not show you the line. Okay, without the line you can see the data distribution. Then you have the regression plot is used to plot the data and fit the line. Okay, so let's say for example you have another data set, let's say MPG for the vehicles, right? MPG data set. Let's see first of all the data set. So let's say data dot head. Okay, let us see the data set. So we can just keep it now for a side like this. Okay, and you can simply see the data if you want to see. So MPG, cylinders, displacement, horsepower, weight, acceleration, model, origin, the name of the vehicle, car, right? This is the data set. Now you want to see a regression plot between the MPG, okay, and the acceleration. Let us see. So you can see this type of a scatter or a regression line which is fitting. Understood? So this is how you can create some regression plots. Even you have another data here. I have some exercise data. You can see this data. So I'm giving you this work. This is already a loaded data set. You can load this data. You can write down data dot head to see the data, and you can have the relationship between the ID and the pulse, a regression relationship. Right now here it is the bar plot. Let's see, bar plot is used to compare the numerical values across categories. So when you have the categories, so let's say the same our tips were, so I want to see average total bill per day. Simply I want to see that. I don't want to talk about the tips right now. I simply want to see the average total bill per day. Okay, so this is my data. Let us write down the data. Okay, so how 1 minute, yeah, so how we can say already our tips data set is loaded. So you have to call, sorry, yeah, so you have to call SNS dot bar plot. Okay, now you have to provide with the X value. So you want to provide the X value, let's say it is the day. You want to do it day versus your total bill. Understood? So your Y is equals to your total bill. Okay, I hope I have written the correct value. Okay, total bill, and your data is equals to, where was your data in the tips data set? Which data frame it was? Tips, right? Tips is equals to tips, right? And you can say PLT dot show, right? Okay, so you can see the bar plot. Let's say it is on Thursday. So the highest bill, total bill comes on Saturday and Sunday. The difference is not very high. Okay. So there is another data here, that is a Titanic data plot. Okay. So you can see there is another data set, Titanic data set. So I have loaded it. Let us first see the Titanic data set. Okay, this is a very popular data set on which the work is done. So how many survived? Okay, now this is class wise. Some people were in the first class, some were in the second class. So age, then this is what the other type of data, right? Now I want to see a bar plot where X is the class and Y is the fare. I want to see the relationship between the class and the fare, right? There are first class, second class. Now, you can even give some orders, like you want to have the order third, you want to see the third class, then you want to see the second class, then you want to see the first class. Okay, so you can see like this, the first, third, right, then the second class, and then the first class. Obviously, the first class is very high. Okay, so I hope you understood this very few common types of the charts which I have just shown you. Line regression, So in my next video, we are going to discuss about some more types of charts which are possible in using the Seaborn package. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe and share among those who might get benefited, and do write me in the comment section how you like the video, and please press the like button. Thank you.